Hello, let's talk about ate and it. When does ate sound like it? So if you saw this, what would you say? Graduate, graduate? When did the graduate graduate? Or when did the graduate graduate? So how do you know? These look exactly the same. The stress is in the same place. So how would you know? If it seems confusing, that's because they used to have differences and then they got lost over time. So now we have the same spelling, but you have to make good guesses based on if the word can be used as a noun or an adjective. It will look like ATE, but will sound like IT, it. If it's a verb, it's going to look like ATE and sound like ATE, like ate. So here's a huge list of words that on this side they are nouns or adjectives, and some can be both. And on the right side, they are verbs. So graduate, you can say I am a graduate or a graduate student, making it an adjective. And then graduate, the verb. Advocate, advocate. Affiliate, affiliate. Associate, associate. Estimate, estimate. Separate, 2 syllables. Separate, 3 syllables. Alternate, alternate. Aggregate, aggregate. Articulate, articulate. Elaborate, 3 syllables. Elaborate, 4 syllables. Moderate, moderate. Duplicate, duplicate. So now you know if I spelled it the way that it looks, when did the graduate graduate? And this is easy for me to remember because of being a graduate student for so long and having to wait to graduate. So these words here are actually the exception. It's more likely that you can trust a verb that is going to sound like ate. So most of them you can trust. Some of them don't even change when the suffixes ed or ing are added. For example, calculate, calculated, calculating. Generate, generated, generating. And then the stress will move when the shun suffix is added. The syllable before is almost always stressed. Calculation, generation. And then there's a bunch of words that are spelled ATE and they sound like ATE. Calculate, illustrate, hesitate, celebrate, activate, designate, educate, fabricate, scoot it up, generate, indicate, navigate, speculate, tolerate, negotiate, investigate. And there's a lot of nouns that end in ate that don't change. And most of these are chemistry words. And I should have looked more of them up to have better pronunciation. Acetate, bromate, carbonate, gluconate, oxalate, salicylate, zincate. I don't know about the rest of the word, but I think I got the ate part right. And then there's some words that are spelled ATE and they sound like it no matter what. Climate, certificate, chocolate, senate. For adjectives, there are adjectives with ATE and they don't change. They are pronounced it. Accurate, immediate, intricate, fortunate, desperate, corporate, moderate, adequate, ultimate, private, doctorate. And you might have noticed that some of those words dropped a complete syllable. Instead of desperate, it's desperate. Corporate changes to corporate. Doctorate changes to doctorate. So I'll leave you there because that's a whole nother subject for another day. Thanks.